First Bank.
Welcome to Business News. I'm Loretta Chiogo. The Nigerian British Chamber of Commerce is seeking a boost in trade relations between the United Kingdom and Nigeria. The chamber believes that this can be achieved when the private sector players take advantage of the opportunities in the non-oil sector of the economy. This thrust was the high point of the centenary lecture organized by the chamber and the UK Trade and Investment to commemorate Nigeria's 100 years of post-amalgamation economic relations. Our correspondent, Temple Ashaji, reports.
The centenary lecture in commemoration of Nigeria's 100 years of economic relations with the UK. It begins with an address by the chairman of the occasion, Dr. Ernest Shoneko. He identifies the need for investors to switch the line of business from oil. Sharing the same opinion, the Chamber's President and Council and the invited guest speaker call for the mobilization of the private sector to increase the value of trades between the UK and Nigeria.
It is also important for government to mobilize and involve the organized private sector in the initiation and implementation of economic policies. Nigeria's first integrated petrochemical refinery is built to come on stream in 2018, and that should signal the end of importation of finished petroleum products into Nigeria. What this means is that the UK and UK companies need to begin to rethink their investments strategy in Nigeria.
On his own part, the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Dr. Andrew Pocock, dwells on the need for Nigeria to speed up on its non-oil sector development.
Nigeria's economy is beginning to change. Your very energetic and impressive agriculture minister sees agriculture rightly as something that should move from a subsistence activity to a business and commercial one, and as the only real employer of scale available in this country in the next few years. And again, we can have added value to the agricultural area, but that needs to happen quickly.
The event also has the launch of a scheme, the Exports Nigeria Initiative. This aims to provide logistics support for entrepreneurs in the area of commodities exports to the UK. Temple Ashaju, Channels Television News.
The foreign exchange reserves fell to a 4-month low of $37.9 billion as of November 7, down 3.99% month on month. This is after the central bank sold dollars to banks to prop up the value of the naira currency. Data published today by the central bank showed the reserves were at $39.55 billion on October 10. In July, they stood at $37.89 billion. Nigeria's central bank had said it would continue to defend the local currency, which has fallen 6% so far this year on concerns about falling oil prices and an exit from the local debt and equity markets by offshore investors. The naira weakened slightly on the interbank market today due to strong demand for dollars from foreign investors. The local currency closed at 168.40 to the dollar compared to 168 naira 20 kobo the previous day. Traders said the central bank had intervened in the market to buy naira, providing some support, but not enough to lift the currency. They said they expected the interventions to continue and to provide dollar liquidity. Traders also said 2 energy firms had sold dollars, but not enough to push up the naira. The second trading day of the Nigerian equities market sustained the gains previously recorded. This had positive impact on the market capitalization, which edged up to 11.152 trillion naira. Bolaji Akinwale brings us details from the market.
Hello and welcome to the stock market report. For the second day in a row, the benchmark index moved northward. It was up 1.31%, closing at 33,670.75. The market's capitalization also edged up to 11.152 trillion naira. More high-cap stocks recorded gains in the second trading day of the week. Nestle raked in 65 naira, followed by 40 Oil and Mobil with 18 naira 10 kobo and 7 naira 58 kobo. On the laggards list, Seplat dropped 26 naira 76 kobo, while Dangote Cement lost 8 naira 95 kobo. On the volume chart, Diamond Bank pulled 36.1 million shares ahead of FBN Holding and Guaranty Trust Bank. At the close of the session, the total volume stood at 280.7 million shares, worth 3.738 billion naira, and exchanged by investors in 5,118 deals. That's it on the stock market report. I am Bolaji Akinwale.
And that's it on Business News. The News at 10 continues. I'm Loretta Chiogo.
Still ahead on the news at 10, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, disqualifies Morocco from participating in next year's Africa Nations Cup. We'll have details in sports news. Please join us again.